I would ask that everyone take their seats and welcome to our awards dinner. And it's always an exciting evening for me because I get to talk a lot. I get to stick my chest way out, and I get to enjoy the ambiance and the friendship and the love and caring of the people of Hanover Park. So I want to thank you all for being here this evening. It's been an interesting week for me. Last week I was in Washington, D.C. with the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Found myself in the White House. Can you imagine that? Somebody decided to invite the mayor to the White House, so guess what? I went. I think it was quite successful. Now I'm getting phone calls. You need to come back, you know? Can you imagine this crazy mayor getting invited to the White House? As bashful as I am, I'm always representing the fine interests of those that represent us, our community, the caring ways. You know, we've got the finest libraries, we've got the finest schools, 7 school districts, holy smokes. We just are in a marvelous place and in a great situation. So I'm supposed to follow the script or this will go on for hours. So I wanted to thank you all for coming to our dinner. One of the things we're going to begin with is my favorite VFW post and my veterans of Post 5151, the Arnold Heath Post, that covers pretty much portions of Elgin, Streamwood, Hanover Park, and Hoffman Estates, and parts of Schaumburg. It's a wonderful group. We work well together. And so they're here this evening to provide us with the flag ceremony. So I'd ask if you'd please rise for the flag ceremony. And those veterans, please salute with me as the flag ceremony is presented. Gentlemen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, gentlemen. I'd now like to invite, you may have a seat, Carol Tippery up for the invocation. Carol is our pastor with the fire department, volunteers many hours, goes on many calls, caring for those in our community during times of great stress. Carol?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It is my honor to be among you this evening to share in this celebration. Scripture tells us of the importance of celebrations. Celebrations encourage, give renewed focus, and joy to our lives. This evening we gather to celebrate Hanover Park's 60th year and to honor and celebrate all those who strive to make Hanover Park a very special place to work and to live. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for all the blessings you bestow upon us and ask your continued help and guidance as we strive to be an example for all in our community. I thank you for the many volunteers, the committee members, and the people who make up the commissions, and to bless their work as they enrich the lives of the people they touch and make a difference every day. As a member of this community, I ask your blessings for the entrepreneurs and to bless them with prosperity, and to bless and guide our youth, that they continue to strive and excel and become leaders themselves. I pray that you continue to bless our elected officials and all those who serve our community. Grant them wisdom, discernment, and genuine care for one another. In the book of Colossians, I read, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart." Most loving Father, this evening I pray you bless those gathered here, for the work they do certainly is done with all their heart. In your most holy name, I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Carol. Very, very nice. So it says dinner is served. So I want to just thank everybody for coming out. We're going to take a quick break for dinner, but it's always my pleasure to be here with you. And I think it's a marvelous evening. I'd also like to thank Don and Anita Komarski for their music prior to dinner. There you are, Don. Thank you. They are quite the art place in Hanover Park, quite the music location. Don's been tuning pianos longer than I've been alive. Isn't that right, Don? And Anita keeps him popping, keeps him moving down the street. And Anita, you may see some of her pencil work, some of the art, demonstrating some of the remnants of Hanover Park, some of the buildings in our old Onterioville area, and she did that for our 60th anniversary, and it's just a beautiful thing. So if you get a moment, please stop by and take a look at that. It's down by where they were playing earlier. So thank you, Don and Anita. We're honored to have you with us. And of course, I couldn't do any of this. I couldn't be here. I couldn't go flaunting off to Washington, D.C. and doing all the crazy things that I do if it wasn't for the support of my wife, Sherry. So thank you, Sherry. Sometimes I remember to tell her where I'm going. Thank you, dear. Enjoy dinner. Okay, you can please continue finishing your meal. I'm going to continue with the program. It's been so technically laid out for me. I'd like to thank staff for all their good work pulling this together. I'd like to welcome our Board of Trustees. Village Trustee Jim Kemper is here this evening. John Kunkel with his wife, Roberta. Trustee Porter and Eva didn't make it with him tonight. Trustee Prigge and with Joyce. Good evening. Our trustee Charmeen Shahjahan with her husband Mamoun. And our village clerk Ada Corral had a last-minute cancellation, and so we miss her smiling face with her probably her very young daughter. Probably, I'm sure there's something going on there. We have a few speakers tonight. I'd like to welcome my notes here. What the heck happened? So we have the lady from Peter Roscom's office. I think she just disappeared for a moment. And then we have, oh, there she comes. We have Senator Castro is here with us, and she disappeared. Representative Crespo was going to make it, but I think he was a last-minute cancellation. Michelle Mussman is here with us. Michelle. Our village attorney, Bernard Paul. And if you want to know who really keeps me out of trouble, Bernie, thank you very much. He likes to put his hand on my arm, you know. We get in those stressful environments at a board meeting. Don't worry, Mr. Mayor, we got it under control. Oh, okay, thank you. Very reassuring. So at this moment, I'd like to recognize our village manager, Juliana, please, if you would stand, Juliana. And Dave Webb, our deputy village manager. Dave is doing much of the coordination tonight. And all our department heads. I'd ask you all to please stand, department heads. Juliana didn't want to come up here and introduce each one of them personally. So I was going to do it, but then she said, we got a long program, so I better get with the program. Thank you, Juliana, for keeping me in order here. And so we've had many accomplishments in the last year that we're very proud of. If you follow our highlighter, our village highlighter, some of the news that we put out. If you happen to be watching the news this last week, I popped up on TV again. I don't know how they managed to track me down, but I'd like to thank the staff. And Dave, thank you very much. I believe you'd like to take the podium and then introduce some of our guests who have asked to say a few words. And I believe we begin with, go ahead, I'll let you do your thing.
Good evening, everyone. I think first we're going to call up Congressman Raja Krish Murthy for a few comments right off, because I think he had to leave. Is that correct?
He needs 5 minutes. He's not here yet.
Oh, is that? He's not here. Okay, well, so good evening, everyone. I'm going to welcome you to the kickoff for Hanover Park's 60th anniversary celebration. This is going to be an exciting year for the Village of Hanover Park. Not only did we start off the year with a new brand and logo, but 2018 marks the 60th anniversary of the incorporation of the village. The village has grown from the first census that was taken in 1959, where we had a population of 305 people, to what we are now, which is a village of just under 38,000 people. To highlight our 60th anniversary, we would like to introduce you to our 60th anniversary commemorative logo that we have, which incorporates and unites the new village brand. And if you can see, we have both of our new logo and then the commemorative new 60th anniversary logo there next to, we've been flashing old throwback and kind of historic photos for, for your enjoyment tonight. The official date for the village's anniversary is August 14th, 1958. However, we have a year-long series of signature 60th anniversary events planned on top of our regularly scheduled events to celebrate this landmark year with the community. One of the first things that residents and visitors traveling through Hanover Park will see are brand new celebratory 60th anniversary street banners lining our streets announcing the anniversary. Weather permitting, you're going to see those banners going up probably next week. I'm sure you've noticed an item on your chair that you had when you came in today and on your table. The village is pleased to provide you with your very own 60th anniversary blanket to bring along to all of our 60th anniversary signature events that we're going to hold this year. As you can see, the blankets roll up for easy carrying, and if you reach inside the pocket, you'll notice that we provided you with a list of our 60th anniversary signature events that are going to occur. The Special Events Committee, chaired by Trustee Porter, is coordinating all of those events this year. All of these events have an outdoor theme, so please bring them to the event. Bring your blanket there. You can grab a seat and enjoy the show on your new blanket. The events that we're hosting real quickly are June 8th. We have a movie in the park at East Harbor Park. Prior to the movie, we're going to have some games and activities before the show. On June 23rd, we're going to do a pedal in the preserve. The police department is sponsoring a bike rodeo event, and then you can join Mayor Craig here as he leads bikers on a scenic route through the preserve. July 13th is going to be another movie in the park at Heritage Park, where we're going to have games and activities before the show. August 10th, we have our annual Cops Day and movie in the park. Everyone knows our Cops Day is one of our most popular and longest running events. There we have food, games, activities, and one of the features is the great public safety car show that's held every year. And then after that, as I said, we'll follow it with a movie in the park. August 11th, we have a 60th anniversary family festival planned. This event will be fun for the whole family with family activities, family-friendly activities throughout the day, and followed by live music, food, drinks, and entertainment throughout the night. We'll close out the series of events on September 29th with our Wine in the Park event that we're going to hold. Join us at Ontariovill Park in the Ontariovill Historic District for an evening of wine, brews, art, and crafts. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you follow us on Facebook. Or I should say, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and then sign up for our weekly e-news so you don't miss any of the news on the 60th anniversary that's coming up. In addition to these events, the Village will be launching a newly designed website later this month. Among the many new features on the website, we're going to have our own 60th anniversary webpage. It's going to be hp60.org, where visitors can come to the site and learn about Hanover Park's history. It'll feature some historic throwback pictures, a historic timeline, our signature, more information on our signature events, and much, much more. One thing I will say is, though, we do need your help still. If you may have seen in our e-news and on our social media that we put out on a regular occasion, we've asked residents to send in their old photos for use on the website. If you have any old photos, we'd love to see them and add them to our collection so we can show them on the website for us. So if you have them, please contact me, and we'd love to get a hold of those. One of the things that we're also really looking for is that we are in search of 60-year Hanover Park residents that have been here since the beginning, 1958. If you know somebody who is, please let me know. Okay, we'd like to get a hold of them. Mayor Craig would just love to honor them with a special presentation at a board meeting. To honor the 60th anniversary, we have several special presentations tonight. And I'd like to start off introducing Emily Hillstrom from Peter Roskam's office. She's a congressional aide with him, and she has a presentation for you tonight.
Well, it's pretty obvious I'm not Peter Roskam, but I'm happy to be here with you tonight. Thank you for having me. I wanted to read an extension of remarks that our office has prepared for the 60th anniversary of Hanover Park. If you're not familiar with extension of remarks, they're typically given on the House floor. So when I address Mr. Speaker, I'm addressing the Speaker of the House. So without further ado, Mr. Speaker, I rise today to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the incorporation of Hanover Park, Illinois. Hanover Park is a model for other cities and towns to follow through its continued dedication to building a friendly and welcoming community for residents and visitors alike. Located just 17 miles from O'Hare International Airport and 45 miles from downtown Chicago, Hanover Park has thriving business parks, a growing retail community, and easy access to global markets. In the years since its first permanent settlers in 1874 and its incorporation in 1958, Hanover Park has become the center of culture and commerce. As home to 80 nationalities and 30 spoken languages, it is a diverse village. Hanover Park is a great place to work, live, and raise a family. The village's police and fire departments are consistently recognized as two of the finest in the state, and the local government is highly engaged and enthusiastic. The residents, families, business professionals, churches, and organizations have made Hanover Park a vibrant and thriving community. On the occasion of this 60th anniversary, we join together to celebrate Hanover Park's legacy of growth and prosperity and look forward to the opportunities facing this great village and our nation. Today marks the 60 years of working together and to build a brighter future, and reminds us that our work continues. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, please join me in recognizing the 60th anniversary of the incorporation of Hanover Park, Illinois, and wishing its residents great successes in the years ahead.
Next, I'd like to call up Representative Michelle Mussman to read a proclamation from the state, and we'd like to thank Fred Crespo for getting this proclamation and for Michelle Mussman for reading it for us.
Thank you. effort between all the representatives. All right. So, on behalf of the state of Illinois House of Representatives 100th General Assembly, whereas the members of the Illinois House of Representatives wish to recognize the Village of Hanover Park on the occasion of the 60th anniversary of its founding, and whereas the Village of Hanover Park was incorporated on August 14th, 1958, and will be celebrating all throughout 2018 with a year of special events and celebrations, and whereas the celebration highlights the Ontarioville Historic District, which has roots that date back to 1873 when it was first settled, and whereas the anniversary will be marked with a commemorative 60th anniversary logo combined with a new Village of Hanover Park brand, and whereas the celebration honors the residents, volunteers, elected officials, and staff who work to maintain and enhance the community, therefore be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the 100th General Assembly of the State of Illinois that we recognize the Village of Hanover Park on the 60th anniversary of its foundings, and we wish it many more wonderful years, and be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution will be presented to the Village of Hanover Park President, Rodney S. Craig.
Well, we have Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy. I understand we are a revolving door today, Raja. So if you'd like to say a few words, you're welcome to come up. Thank you.
Good evening. I am honored to be here and happy 60th birthday to the Village of Hanover Park. I want to observe the 3 rules of public speaking. Be short, be sweet, and be gone. And so I only have 3 short points that I want to make. First of all, I want to say a special thank you to Mayor Craig, all the trustees and dignitaries from the Village of Hanover Park, as well as I see Representative Mussman, I see State Senator Castro, and I see Herb Porter and others, and I want all of you to give them a big round of applause for their public service and for everything they do for our wonderful community. I can't hear you. There's no enthusiasm. That's a little better. I love Mayor Craig. He's just one of those people that's just, he's so passionate and enthusiastic about everything he does, and he lets you know about it. And he certainly let me know what's on his mind, and as a consequence, I think we've been able to work together and collaborate. And so I'm just so honored and pleased to be with you here tonight, briefly. The second point I want to make is very simple, which is I think your tagline, America's Global Village, is so fitting. It's a beautiful motto. It's a beautiful description of what Hanover Park is all about. You know all the statistics. 40,000 residents coming from 80 different nations, speaking 30 different languages. Not to mention the fact that the average age of a resident of Hanover Park is 29. This is the future, folks. And what I love about Hanover Park, I see the average age here is 29. And so you are the future. You are the future. And what I love about you is that you are embracing it. You are embracing the future. You are celebrating your diversity. You know that in diversity lies your strength. And Mayor Craig says this everywhere he goes. And I think that it's something that, because you've embraced, will make you so much stronger. Do you agree with me on that? Absolutely. The third and final point, which is this: Hanover Park is open for business.
It is.
There are 600 companies I'm a former small businessman, so I love these statistics. 600 companies, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, Fortune 500 businesses. You see Mayor Craig and his entire team doing everything possible to get more and more businesses into Hanover Park, to grow jobs, and to grow and strengthen the middle class. And that is what my mission is. And so that's where our goals align. Because to me, what we should all be doing is trying to get as many people on the up escalator of the economy. Working poor folks into the middle class, people who are in the middle class, allowing them to survive and thrive and prosper. And then for those who want to start a small business or grow a small business, take a chance and try to create some wealth and prosperity for their community and country. We want them to succeed as well. And that is what Hanover Park is all about. So with that, I just want to close with my favorite saying, which is that yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today's a gift. And that's why, thank you, Herb. You can clap. That is why we call it the present. And so I am just so honored and blessed to be with you here just for a few minutes of your precious time as you have this birthday party, which I'm so thrilled that you're having, and that only presages another 60 years, maybe another 100 years of prosperity and growth and excellence in Hanover Park. So thank you so much. God bless your families, and God bless America. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. Oh, no, you're perfect. Thank you for coming by.
Okay, we have one more thing left. We have a congratulatory letter from Governor Rauner, and I thought I would let Mayor Craig read the letter.
I guess I can speak for the governor. That's kind of frightening. That's small print. Look at that. I have new eyes, but they don't go that low. So I'm going to put these proclamations and items up here to read. This is short, but I need more light. But very kind words from the governor. I don't want to shirk that responsibility. Can you read them? Okay, please do.
All right, from the governor's office, congratulations. As governor of the state of Illinois, I'm pleased to congratulate the village of Hanover Park on its celebration of its 60th anniversary. Since it was incorporated on August 14, 1958, and the village of Hanover Park has grown from a population of 305 to 37,973 in 2010, anniversaries are an excellent time to recount the many achievements made during the village's existence and to honor residents, volunteers, elected officials, and staff who work to maintain and enhance the community. They are also an opportunity for all citizens to take pride in the community that they help to mold, as well as its richness and diversity. The Village of Hanover Park's 60th anniversary is a remarkable milestone, and I am proud to join in recognizing your village on this joyous occasion. On behalf of the people of Illinois, I offer my best wishes for an enjoyable and memorable celebration and continued longevity for the Village of Hanover Park. Sincerely, Bruce Rauner, Governor of Illinois. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. So I know Raja has run out the door, but I have to relate a story. He was elected, and I called him up to congratulate him. He was getting on an aircraft at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I said, I need to talk to you before you go to Washington. He goes, well, I'm on an airplane at 9 o'clock. I said, so meet me for a cup of coffee at 6:30. Oh, okay. What's up? I said, education. Now, I talk about education all the time. One of my issues with the governor is our Education and WorkNet Center. There's a component. Our fine Senator Christine Castro has been very supportive of that event. And, you know, the Senate and the House and the governor all signed off on $225,000 to come to our Education and WorkNet to help. Right there. So I've been working everybody over, and last week I put a personal letter to the governor. I met him in Naperville, and I said, stick this in your pocket and read it when you have a moment. And it was my personal letter about education in Hanover Park, growth, and together, the Education WorkNet Center is about opportunities for head of household jobs by families, for our many first-generation families we have in Hanover Park. So I want to thank Christine Cashel for being here tonight. I know you don't want to speak.
I don't need to. I'm enough politics.
She's taking the night off, and I appreciate that. I understand. So I do want to thank Raja for giving me an early morning cup of coffee about education, and I wanted to acknowledge all of that. Now, one of the things I'm very interested to present are the Youth of the Year presentations. And Dave, I want to thank you for all you've done, announcing and sharing all the work that you're doing in your leadership role for our sustainable year on our 60th year. And so I'd like to invite up Pat Coleman. I know you'd like to say a few words. And the Youth of the Year award dedicated to Michael Coleman, a young Hanover Park resident who passed away in 2011. Michael was a leadership role model for our community and has given his all in everything he did, including swimming, football, and snowboarding. We are honored to have his father, Pat Coleman, here with us this evening.
Thank you very much. I'll try to keep this really brief. I'm not a public speaker. First, I just wanted to say, I normally don't speak at this, but I really wanted to thank the mayor very much. And I want to thank his wife Sherry so much for making this happen. This is a very nice honor for my son and for myself. I also want to thank Rick Roberts. I know he's not here, and I also wanted to thank Sue, his executive assistant. She's been very, very, very kind to me. So thank you very much. My son Michael, I've been told, to try to give you a little bit of who he was. Growing up in Hanover Park, oh my God, he did just about every sport there was through the Park District. So the two that he did the most was 5 years with the Hurricane Youth Football Program, and also 12 years through the Hanover Park Sailfish Swim Team through the Park District. And I really feel that these Park District programs that he participated in really helped mold him into the fine young man that he was. And I'm very, very happy that those programs are still in existence here in Hanover Park. Also through the swim team, while he was at Rainy Pool and also at Safari, he lifeguarded, head guarded, so he was an excellent employee through the Park District as well, and he really enjoyed that very, very much. He went on to Bartlett High School, where he was very, very, very active there, lettering in football and swimming all 4 years. And his junior year, he actually did track as well, so he was a three-sport athlete. So any of you old high school guys out there will know that was kind of a big deal. So he did graduate in 2010. He went off to COD, and he decided there that he was actually going to go into parks and recreation because he wanted to be actually an aquatic supervisor and hopefully someday come back to Hanover Park where it all kind of started for him. So it was kind of a nice little full circle thing there. So I just want to tell you folks a little bit about just kind of who my boy was. So I refer to him that way, my son. So he was a very, very nice young man, and I sure wish he was still here with us. So thank you so much, Mayor.
Oh, thank you.
I hope I didn't slow it down.
Yeah, no, you just fine, Pat. I couldn't have done it better myself. So, oh, that's all heartfelt. Thank you for your fine words. This year we received several applications from our fine Hanover Park youth for the Youth of the Year Scholarship Award. Tonight we will award 4 runner-ups with $500 scholarships and then name our Michael H. Coleman Youth of the Year winner, who will receive a $1,000 scholarship. Our 4th runner-up and winner of a $500 scholarship is Erica Troja. Erica, come up with your family. Erica is currently a student at Bartlett High School. Her plans are to attend the University of Alabama and study electrical engineering. and hopes to expand the female presence in the field. She cares deeply about giving back to her community and joining the school's volunteer club at her school. She has volunteered at assisted living facilities as well as teaching swimmers in the sailfish team. Erica has a love for mathematics and is described as a bright and enthusiastic student and a leader. Congratulations, Erica. Mom, where are you? Come on, Mom. This is a family kind of deal, you know?
Good job, Erica.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Our third runner-up and winner of $500 scholarship is Analia Dama. Analia, if you and your family would please join me at the podium. Analia currently attends St. Francis High School in Wheaton. She plans to attend either the University of Illinois or Michigan State University, where she will study marketing and business and aspires to be a manager at a big marketing firm. We expect big things. Analia's volunteer service includes Feeding My Starving Children and the 19th Ward Turkey Tribe. I'm not familiar with that. I'm a turkey, so I can try. I can figure that out. She's a board member for the Live Like John Service and Leadership Institute. She has a passion for dance and has been described as an amazing, upbeat student with a strong work ethic. Congratulations, Anita. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. Marvelous young people, aren't they? Just marvelous. Our second runner-up and winner of the $500 scholarship is Sierra Waghorn. Sierra, if you and your family would join us at the podium. Sierra is a student at Bartlett High School. She plans to attend either Iowa State or the University of Wisconsin at Oshkosh, where she will study elementary education in hopes of teaching second grade. Oh, we got some marvelous second grade teachers in this town. I can tell you that. Her volunteer experience includes planning events for Anderson Animal Shelter, Feed My Starving Children. Are you two in cahoots? You must be. And bingo with the seniors at a retirement home. Student government has been a big part of her high school experience. Sierra has been described as having a positive attitude, definitely required in second grade. My grandson's in second grade. I can tell you all about that. And strong character and a student who stands up above them all. Congratulations, Sierra. Okay, we're shuffling here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Well done. Good luck to you. Our first runner-up and winner of a $500 ship is Regine Basillo. Regine? Oh, there you are. Good. Come on up with your family. Regine currently attends Lake Park High School. She plans to attend either Elmhurst College or Loyola University, where she will study exercise science in hopes of becoming a pediatric physical therapist. Pediatric, that's young people, right? Yes. Oh, you're going to do well. She is involved in the Dare or to Dream program, where she tutors Hispanic girls who are part of the program. She also volunteers to help run her school's Special Olympics program. Well, that puts you in a special place to begin with. I'll have you know that. And Regina has been described as a student who exudes kindness, positivity, as a student who is very articulate, mature, and enthusiastic. Congratulations, Regina. Okay. Oh. There's money attached to this. I can't forget that. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck. Uh-oh, a double page here. Finally, a little drum roll. What do you think? Sure. Yeah. Oh, sometimes you get what you ask for. Finally, it's my pleasure to announce Hanover Park's 2018 Michael H. Coleman Youth of the Year Award and winner of a $1,000 scholarship. Aziri Hernandez Bustos. Aziri, please come up with your family. Aziri currently attends Lake Park High School. She plans to attend Alverno College or Dominican University. Oh, I'm Dominican. I took a 6-hour humanities class. Oh, was that a killer? Oh, 6-hour classes. Be careful. I scared the death out of them. She's currently taking a nursing assistance training program through Technology Center of DuPage so she can obtain her CNA certification. She ultimately aspires to be a nurse practitioner. Honorable, very honorable. She has served as a mentor and tutor in the Dare to Dream program for 4 years and is a volunteer at Feed My Starving Children, where she helped plan fundraisers. She also has served as a vice president of the Spanish Honors Society, Aziri involved in several clubs, including Student Class Council, Future Medical Professionals, Poetry Club, National Honor Society, and Volunteer Club. You're too good. You're far better than the mayor would ever be. Aziri has received many awards, including the highest honor roll, AP Scholar, National Academy of Future Physicians, and Medical Scientist Award of Excellence, National Honor Society inductee, and Spanish Honor Society inductee. In addition, she's also an assistant soccer coach. How do you find the time? In a friendly Sunday league. Aziri has been described as a great leader, role model, and contributor who has great attitude and is dedicated, has excellent potential. Congratulations to our 2018 Michael H. Coleman Youth of the Year Award, Aziri Hernandez Bustos. You honor your family nicely. Okay, so next we have our Deck the Homes Awards. And the Village Deck the Homes Award recognizes residents who demonstrate extra effort in decorating their homes for the holidays and who show their holiday spirit. Our first winner of the Basilio residence located at East Celebrity Circle. And would the family please join us? Haven't I seen you guys before? Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Our next winner is the Fogle residence located on Nautilus Lane. It's the Fogle family here with us tonight? Okay, not seeing that they're here, but congratulations to that fine family. So, on our committees and commissions, I would now like to take a moment to recognize the village's many committees and commissions whose volunteers work with village trustees and employees to give back to our community. First, I'd like to recognize our Veterans Committee, TJ Moore and our staff, and our board liaison trustee, Rick Roberts, who is in Nevada. It seemed his job called him out of state. And he said, you know, my priority is my work, so what are you going to do? So our Veterans Committee has worked hard in the past and a few years in raising funds for the War Dog Memorial. Our War Dog is an exciting thing, and is Nikki here? I saw her earlier. Nikki, please stand up. That's Nikki's War Dog. I'm going to tell you, without it, we wouldn't have it. Right next to it is the Eternal Flame, and Ken Griesmer, will you stand? Ken came up with the idea of, we got to have an eternal flame. I thought that was the most wonderful idea, Ken. And when the architect and the sculpture came to Hanover Park and met with our committee, he saw the enthusiasm. And he did that for costs for people at Hanover Park and for our veterans, so that was very nice. So I'm going to ask, would the Veterans Committee and all the veterans of our committee please stand? Thank you. Okay. Next, our Service to Veterans Award. I'd like to present our Service to Veterans Award, which is given to an individual who has gone above and beyond in providing service to veterans. This year's recipient of the Service to Veterans Award is a teacher. I wonder who. From Horizon Elementary School, Kimberly, would you please join me? Kimberly Barhans. Kimberly has been an active voice at Horizon Elementary School to ensure that our veterans and their service is not forgotten. Miss Principal, would you join us too? And her husband, would you join us too? We do things family style in Hanover Park.
I was just trying to get a picture.
Aren't I a pistol? Kimberly has been active in Horizon Elementary School to ensure that our veterans and their service is not forgotten. For the past 7 years, she has worked very hard to develop their Day of Honor program, which invites veterans into the school to be honored and to share their story. Her program is a school-wide effort where their student body recognizes and celebrates their veteran guests, learns about each branch of the armed services, and shares a military book with the honored guests. Kimberly then schedules each veteran time to visit a classroom to share their individual story and allow students to ask questions of their service. Kimberly has been recognized by the Bartlett VFW in the past for her work in serving veterans and also by the U46 school boards. Congratulations, Kimberly. You're a credit to our community. Thank you so much. Oh, I got a thing. Okay, very good. Next is my Cultural Inclusion and Diversity Committee. Kate Contro serves as staff liaison. I'd like to invite up our board liaison, Trustee Charmine Shahjahan, to speak about the committee. Charmine?
Thank you, Mayor. Hanover Park is one of the most diverse villages in the area. We've all heard that especially with our tagline. So the Cultural Inclusion and Diversity Committee fosters and promotes understanding, mutual respect, cooperation, and positive relations between and among all residents of the village by creating a sense of shared community among residents and affirming the value of each resident. I'd like to highlight a few accomplishments from this past year. Our annual Community Leaders Reception developed from a very small concept to an engaged stakeholder council, where in 2017, the CIDC hosted a coalition of leaders to 2 impromptu meetings to address community concerns. Secondly, we had a multi-year successful Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Day with the DuPage Habitat for Humanity, and since then they have invested in a neighborhood and to reinvest and revitalize it. So this continued relationship has bear fruit for Hanover Park, and we hope to continue that with other partner organizations that we work with. Additionally, last year, our new member, Grace Khan, who is actually back there, she had spearheaded a backpack drive with our newest school, Al Huda Academy, in partnership with Masjid Al Huda to donate over 100 backpacks to Ontarioville School during the mental health fair. And this was during the backpack school drive, and this was our largest drive ever, so thank you so much. All of these accomplishments were the result of teamwork of our 8 members and staff liaison, so please stand as I call your name. Kay Croteau, our staff liaison. Without you, we couldn't do this, so thank you. Trustee Jim Kemper. Victoria Kinnick. Grace Khan. I'm not sure if he's here. Fahim Patti. Deb McDonald, I'm not sure. I think Ron Woods, and then Ada Correll Sepulveda, who's been very instrumental in helping us stay on track. Thank you for dedicating your time to serving the people of Hanover Park.
Thank you, Charmaine. And thank you for wearing such a beautiful dress this evening. Right in with the culture of the evening. Next up, our Environmental Committee. And TJ Moore is our staff liaison, and I'd like to invite up Board Liaison Trustee John Kunkel to speak about the committee. Trustee Kunkel? Yeah, you can read that.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. The Environmental Committee presents and coordinates information about programs concerning environmental issues that affect us in the village. Its residents, businesses, and its annual recycling event and drain stenciling program. If any of you see the little fish by the drains, you know why. If the members of this committee would please stand to be recognized.
Thank you, Trustee. Okay. It says back to Mayor Craig, I guess that.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Trustee Kunkel. And next I will present our Environmental Excellence Award, which is given to a business, a not-for-profit entity, educational institution, or private resident. Criteria evaluated for this award includes environmental impact, workplace impact, participation in regional activities, and environmental projects. This year's recipient is Hanover Highlands, and I'd like to invite up Ed Van de Sample to accept the award. Ed? The Hanover Highlands Environmental Club is made up of students from grades 4 to 6. Their big picture goal is to make Hanover Highlands a greener school. In doing so, they have been lucky enough to work with Rich Gaylor and Russ Hart of our Environmental Committee in the creation and continual growth of their Glenn Markgraf Memorial Butterfly Garden, which was recently certified as a Marnock Way Station. Along with planting some fruit trees, this year through the tip from Mr. Gaylor and Mr. Hart, they have discovered the marker recycling program through Crayola, which the students immediately put into place, located outside each classroom at Hanover Highlands School, and our collection jugs for dead markers and highlighters. Once full, they simply box them up, ship them off to Crayola to be recycled. Congratulations and nice work, Hanover Highlands and your leadership. You have to show that to the superintendent. He might be around somewhere. Aren't I a Pitts? Would you like to come up and have a picture with him?
And his wife as well.
Mary Kay? If they're in the room, they're on my list. Okay, here we go. Congratulations. I don't know. Okay. Our Historical Preservation Committee. So, the staff liaison are Shubra Govind and Kevin Peeney, and Trustee John Kunkel is our board liaison. Would those on the Historical Committee please stand and be recognized? Thank you. And next we have our Special Events Committee, which is a newer committee of individuals who coordinate and promote village special events. The staff liaison is David Webb, and board liaison is Trustee Charlene Shahjahan and Trustee Herb Porter, who serves as the committee chair. Also on that committee is Mary Kay Prusnick, and we're pleased to have all of them with us tonight. If those who serve on this committee, please stand and be recognized. I forgot the First Lady. The First Lady. You are on that committee. Okay. It's a long ride home, what can I tell you? Oh, man. Next is our Development Commission. I didn't know, I turned into a comedian up here, but, life is what it is. Shubra Govind is our staff liaison. I'd like to invite up the board liaison, Trustee Herb Porter. Trustee Porter, would you please join me? It's got to be an improvement. You can read.
Just wanted to make sure it was safe to come up here after throwing him under the bus like that.
I'm familiar with the bus.
The Development Commission is a group of individuals who hears and makes recommendations to the village board on such things as zoning, petitions for variations and special uses, and plan unit developments, among other things. If those who are here with us tonight would please stand and be recognized. I know we have our chairperson and some other members of the Development Commission. Would you please stand? Shubra is here. Shubra, would you join me for just a second? That's right. Give her a hand. I just want to take a special moment to introduce you to Development Commissioner, Department Head Shubra Govind. She is in charge of our Development Commission. She also is in charge of our Economic Development Commission. And she works very, very hard for this village to bring new businesses, to bring developments, to keep the commercial vitality of Hanover Park strong. and we are very fortunate to have you here. Can you, and I know I'm putting you on the spot, so if you say, Herbert, why are you doing that, then it's okay. But how many new businesses, how many businesses have we attracted? I know it's been a really big number of businesses that you brought to the community in 2017.
We have at least 18 new businesses, major that I can think of at the top of my head. The biggest achievement I would say is that our vacancy rate for retail has gone down from about 20% in 2012 to less than 6% this past year.
I just wanted you to know that we're working hard in Hanover Park. We want to fill all of those vacant properties, and we want to fill all of those vacant storefronts and put vital businesses and continue to make Hanover Park a great place to live, to work, and to raise a family. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Mayor Craig.
Oh. Herb, I know you get as enthusiastic with that microphone as I do. And if any of you missed the commercials, Herb does a marvelous job on commercial. For what was the name of it? Northwest Hospital? He was a baseball coach and loving every moment. What a great example. Next, we have our Connect Committee. The staff liaison is Shuber Govin, and Trustee Herb Porter is our board liaison. The Connect Committee is a group of local business owners who gather once a month to address issues that are important to the business community. The committee also plans various activities to promote healthy businesses and empower Hanover Park and create opportunities for networking. Our current project is upcoming business after hours event, a Mardi Gras themed network, a fair on Tuesday, February 13th from 5 to 7 at the Village Hall. Would members of the Connect Committee please stand and be recognized? Thank you. One of our One of our responsibilities of the Connect is to certify our Mayor's Choice Business of the Year Award, and this award recognizes outstanding achievement in the business community within the village. If the nominees would please stand up and be recognized as I call their names. The nominees for this year's award are Bungalow Joe's, Clark Packaging and Crating, El Patron Restaurant, the Old Salem Cafe, and Round Ground Metals. Very good. This year we have two awards. One is for a business with over 50 employees, and the other is a business with under 50 employees. The winner of this year's Mayor's Business Choice of the Year with over 50 employees is Round Ground Metals. Would those representing Round Ground Metals please join me? I guess I get to personally deliver this to Andrew. Andrew's a good friend to our village and very supportive. Round Ground Metals was established in 1988 with the vision to become a premier manufacturer of precision tolerance round bars for critical application. In 1997, they broke ground on a new 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hanover Park. They now have over 260,000 square feet of manufacturing warehouses in our town, and today the Round Ground Metals family continues to have desire and commitment to personnel and professional growth, building better future for everyone. They have a 29-year history of quality and service at a fair market price. The owner, Andrew Strakowski, is very generous to his local charities and contributes often. He believes that customer service is a key to success and insists that customers need not only be met, but exceeded. Congratulations to Round Ground Metals, and I'd like to also say that he hires from the community. Many of our first-generation families, when we talk about head of household jobs, Andrew is there. He understands. We have a wonderful relationship, and I told him, help me build community. A business like yours can be very helpful, and he has stepped up to the plate in that way. And I'm sorry he's not here tonight, so you could all meet him. Thank you. Next, Bungalow Joe's, and I know you're here. Bungalow Joe's is a Cheers type of neighborhood bar and restaurant in Hanover Park, which has a friendly atmosphere and extensive menu that offers hearty breakfast, mouth-watering appetizers, and crowd-pleasing entrees. There you can channel your inner rock star with special events like karaoke. You've never heard me sing, have you? And open mic nights. The business has been community-oriented, donating items and food to various community and village events. They provide friendly service and top-notch customer service. Do I have? Congratulations to Bungalow Joe's, and here you go. Thank you. Thank you. So our People's Choice Award is next, and the category gives an opportunity to our residents to vote for their favorite business in town. The people have spoken. For the winner of this year's People's Choice Award is Alonza Hispana. If those representing that organization would please join me, accept the award. Oh, here we go. Alonza Hispana is a family-oriented and operated company in Hanover Park and has been in business since 2000. They specialize in income tax preparation, travel agency, and other services. They are open throughout the year, striving to provide reliable service to optimize your experience. They've been qualified specialists who provide professional expertise and offer a wide range of strategies tailored to your particular service needs, integrating highly skilled tax preparation with a reliable, confident service. Alonza Hispana helps achieve your financial goals. The travel agency offers anything from plane tickets to hotels and travel packages, as well as bus service within the United States and Mexico. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, sir.
Good luck. Next up, our Fire Corps. I'd like to invite Trustee Jim Kemper to recognize our public safety committees.
Thank you, Mayor. The village is grateful to many volunteers who serve on the public safety committees, which include the Citizens Core Group Council, Fire Corps and Community Emergency Response Team, also known as CERT. These individuals help the village in many ways, including providing rehab services to our firefighters, as well as providing public safety services and traffic control at special events. They have been an instrument to the village, and we thank you for your service. And if those of you from the committee would like to stand up from the three committees, most of you are at the back table there. I'd like to thank you all very much for what you do. And Chief Haig, I'd like to bring you up and talk about Fire Corps for just a minute. I know, it's not in the script.
Well, most of the people that are here have heard me speak about Fire Corps and the tremendous job that they do for our personnel. This is a team of volunteers that respond to fires in our community, but they also respond to fires in the 24 communities that surround the village of Hanover Park. And their primary job is to take care of us. They respond, they deal with the heat stress issues that we face from the protective equipment as well as the environment that we're in. They reduce that overall risk, which reduces the overall cardiovascular strain and some of the illnesses that we see that cause some real problems for the firefighters. So this particular team really responding to take care of us, but not only are they taking care of us, really they're saving firefighter lives. So it's a tremendous honor to have the opportunity to have them part of my team.
Thank you. And again, sir, Fire Corps, thank you very much for all that you do, Mayor.
I can see Minot's happy you didn't call him up. Chief Minot shared with me the other day that Part 1 crime is down 5%, which makes 8 years in a row. So I think we're going to cut it off there. We're going to quit. They think we're cooking the books, Chief. What was the other one? Dangerous something. It's down 10%, and so we're doing a wonderful job in our public safety community. Thank you, Jim Kemper. Next is our sister cities, and our staff liaison is Catherine Perez, and our board liaison is James Kemper. Jim, would you like to say a few words?
Trustee Porter, would you like to join me?
Be careful, you might ask you.
That might happen. The Sister Cities functions are to promote, foster, and publicize local, state, and national Sister Cities programs. The committee acts to foster international municipal cooperation through aid and education. The Village of Hanover Park has 2 sister cities, one in Cape Coast, Ghana, and the other in Valparaiso, Zacatecas, Mexico. Would those on the Sister Cities Committee please stand and be recognized? And just a list of their accomplishments, Trustee Porter has a list that he'd like to read off.
Thank you, Trustee Kemper. It's been an honor to serve on the Sister Cities Committee, and I could go through a long laundry list of things that we've accomplished and that we've been involved in, beginning with our annual celebration of Black History Month, which last year we were very delighted to have internationally acclaimed speaker Dr. Benjamin Chavis, former president of the NAACP, as our speaker, and our event this year, which we're looking forward to, which is the Divine Nine, History of Black Fraternities and Sororities at traditionally Black colleges and universities, or better known as HBCUs. We have also participated in a number of national events. We've been awarded, recognized for our participation at the Sister Cities International Convention for our innovation and awards. We have a school in Cape Coast, Ghana, the Hanover Park School. So if you're ever in Cape Coast, Ghana, make sure that you stop by and you visit the Cape Coast School, our school. We support education, which is part of the mayor's priority, and we've taken up that banner and that challenge from the mayor because we know how near and dear education is to the mayor and all residents of Hanover Park. And we have a close relationship with the Ortega School in Valparaiso, Mexico. We've established a pen pal program where our children at Laurel Hill Elementary School are involved in a pen pal program with the Ortega School in Valparaiso, Zacatecas, which is in Mexico. There are a number of things that we do, but tonight I want to turn the attention to someone who has been instrumental, and without their help and without their guidance, none of this would have happened. In fact, there probably wouldn't be a Sister Cities committee, and I know that we've just been very fortunate to have the leadership of the chairman of this committee for the past 25 years. And she's one that started this in a by-chance meeting at a Sister City International Convention in Chicago, happened to bump into a gentleman when we had been rebuffed by another community who we wanted to have a relationship with, bumped into an individual from Ghana, and thus began the story of the Sister Cities International. So I just want to pay special thanks to Linda Packham. Linda, would you stand, please? In fact, Linda, could you come in and join us? Linda is supported by her wonderful husband and who does a lot of the behind-the-scene work for us, Robert Packham. Robert, thank you. Thank you for loaning us your wife, for giving her to us for these past 25 years. She's been a real blessing to this community. Linda has just recently decided that 25 years is enough, and there's some other things in life that she wants to attend to. And so we regretfully but very graciously release you to go and do that. Not that you were asking for our permission for anything, but we really do appreciate the leadership, and you're leaving some very big shoes to fill. Not that you have big feet, but they're big shoes to fill. So. And we will struggle to do that, but you have been a real blessing for this community, and just want to, we just want to, just a little token of our appreciation. Right there, Jim, on the chair. There you go. Yes, sir, to make it easy. Thank you. Linda, is there anything you want to say? You have any words?
Well, actually, yes, there is. You know, after 25 years, I was rather hoping, Mayor Craig, for the title of Chairman Emeritus, or actually Emerita, for those of you who are old enough to remember taking Latin. But then I realized that at my age, it wouldn't look good necessarily on a resume because I'm ready to retire. The only thing I could really use that title for is an obituary. And so that's not really very nice to look forward to. So having this lovely bouquet, having the lovely tribute from people for whom I have great affection, that really is more than enough. And it's been, well, you know, people always say it's a privilege, but it really is to have served for a quarter of a century, bringing Hanover Park to Cape Coast and to Valparaiso, and Valparaiso and Cape Coast to Hanover Park. So Sister Cities is more than a committee. It's an entire village, a global village. So I say for the last time, Madasi, thank you. I say for the last time, Deye, sleep well.
Catherine, can you bring the card? Linda, just a minute. We got one more thing for you. We got to give you something for 25 years.
I have to.
Well, and we've got a card that the members of the committee have signed just to say thank you for your contribution and all the efforts that you've made to establish a Sister Cities Committee here in Hanover Park. Thank you very much. We can get a picture over here, Dave. Catherine, come and join us. Can I ask all of the Sister Cities people, Adelaide, can you join us, please? With just a few of us here. Robert and Sandra, you've been requested.
Okay, we're going to do this till we get it right. That's what the deal is.
It's not many
And-
times
and
you
then,
get somebody, yeah.
And then, Juliana, there's more than one person on this board that leaves the script.
Who would that be?
Okay.
We need Kathleen.
Where'd Kathleen? She's here.
Kathleen, come up.
No, she's here.
Kathleen.
We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody move. Each year, I don't award an emeritus, whatever, but I do have a humanitarian. And our Humanitarian of the Year award is an individual or group who has been engaged in helping and improving the lives of others. This year, I am honored to announce our Humanitarian of the Year to Linda McCants-Packham. Linda. There you go. It seems like Trustee Porter took care of all the history, so I don't have to read all that. But I'm going to share a story of Linda and I way back when I was not involved in politics in any way, shape, or form. Those involved in politics were all kibitzing, harassing, and doing what they do. And I used to get excited. And Linda and I, we weren't elected to anything. We were just sitting there minding our own business. But I would get emotional. I would start bouncing in my chair. And Linda always would say, "Count to 10, Rodney. Count to 10." Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yeah. So Linda and I were old buddies sitting on the sideline. And it didn't take long for me to bounce into the middle of everything. In '95, going to as a board appointee to the Fire Protection District that doesn't exist anymore. And then becoming a trustee, and then ultimately the mayor of the Village of Hanover Park, which I'm very honored to serve. But I always considered you a friend, and I've always had a lot of value for your outreach, not only to Africa, where our fine Congressman Roscom, I gave him that nice flag to carry all the way, and he sent a picture back. And it was an honor to have all that occur. And you were the source of much good in Hanover Park. And I don't know how many barrels of books we sent to Ghana, but I know there were a lot of crates, and our churches and everybody participated. Again, all about education. I'm very strong. I believe in it. I ought to be on the school board. What am I doing over here, But I absolutely appreciate all you've done. I can't say much more, but thank you for all your service and your time and your commitment. We even got lost in Mexico City together, didn't we?
We did.
We're going to Valparaiso in Zacatecas, the state of Zacatecas. We missed our flight, our connecting flight. We had to drive across Mexico, 500 miles, right? And I keep seeing all these signs for tuna. What are you doing with tuna in the middle of Mexico? Then I discovered tuna's a fruit. So we have a lot of, we have a lot of fun, but a lot of commitment and caring in our community. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Our Humanitarian of the Year, Emeritus. Oh, I'm starting to run out of tabs. Ooh, what could that mean? Thank you, thank you. Okay. Herb Porter, you're close to me for not following the script.
We only do this once.
Well done, my friend. Well done. You've been sitting next to Kemper too long. Be careful, Michelle. They could rub off. Next, you may notice on the front of the podium is something. What does it say? All you need is love. All OWL, you need is love. So I'm at Einstein School and I see this. There's something going on pretty special in District 54 and Einstein School and Fox School and Hanover Highland School of our District 54. There's a lot of good things going on in all our districts, but I have to tell you, the mayor doesn't forget. This represents not only love, passion, commitment, but happiness. Can you believe it? Children learn and appreciate at a greater level if they're happy. If they can come to school and find happiness, oh my goodness. Let me just start out. Okay. The award for Educator of the Year, Andy DeRoss, please join me. Superintendent. Andy invited this old mayor to come to the Happiness Advantage. Thank you very much. I can't read my own scribbly writing, but creating a happy, healthy, engaged, learning environment, community. When we talk community, what do I say? We build community together. We are diverse, we are loving, we are caring. We build community together. No one has modeled that any more than the superintendent, Andy DeRoss of School District 54. I can speak from my heart. I don't have to read anything. Andy, it's amazing. This little thing took off. When I go to Einstein School or Fox, the schools that I'm in District 54, I'm in other schools also, but I have seen transformation. Transformation. Your leadership has created an environment where children feel safe, they're learning responsibility and commitment of love and passion. And when I go in the second grade classroom, the first, whatever classroom I'm in, I tell you, you're so blessed to be in a school where caring and love is happening. The difference, the transformation I'm talking about, I see with the teachers, and the teachers transition that to the children. That doesn't mean every child comes from a loving place, but when they come into that schoolroom, they find that love. And I go into some classrooms where they need some special love. They need some caring because they're in different directions. Julie's here with us tonight. I've seen Julie walk in and just give the kids a hug. Julie, please stand. Amazing, amazing principal at Einstein School. And her assistant is here. Thank you for coming. The former principal is here. Bob, oh my God, Bob. Bob Kaplan now finds himself on the school board. You have my empathy. Mary Kay Presnick, a Hanover Park resident, president of the school board. Mary Kay, thank you so much for what you do. So this environment is fantastic. It's learning. It's about commitment. When I go in those schools and I go in those classrooms, I'm so honored to be a part of that. And what I see is amazing. District 54 is a model for all school districts. I believe you don't have any debt. Is that true? That's true. Can you imagine that? The school district with no debt? So where does the tax advantage go to? Back into the classroom, back to our children, back to assistance for teachers who find it tough in a diverse community where so many languages and so many cultures are found. I'm so proud to be a part of that, to be a part of what you do, and to take a moment, just a moment, to honor that. Andy, thank you so much. If you want to say a few words, you have the floor.
Mayor Craig, thank you very much, and the Village of Hanover Park. It is an honor to receive this award, and who would have thought you could be strategic about happiness? But in fact, that's what District 54 has done, and it really is simply not only about happiness, but just staff and children's well-being and teaching them lessons in life, and it really has. And we appreciate your participation in August. It has transformed staff members and student lives in District 54, specifically in the 3 Hanover Park schools. It is an honor to receive this award. But Ed, I think as you're probably one of the only, we have 2 administrators, but you're probably the only District 54 teacher, I accept this award on behalf of all of District 54 staff, because truly where lives are changed are in those classrooms. And the work of Ed and 2,000 staff members in District 54, they care for their children like they're their own. And that's what our work is all about. Mayor Craig spends time in the 3 District 54 schools in Hanover Park weekly. We value his relationship and his care, the mentoring, the relationships, and Julie could tell you some stories that Mayor Craig has and the relationships that he has with all of our kids for many, many years. So thank you, Mayor Craig, for your special contribution to District 54. Our partnership is truly valued, and I thank you all for receiving this award. It's a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You earned it. Oh, yeah, we'll get them all up. Okay, everybody up. Okay. We also have a staff person from Fox School here. Come on, Fox, Hanover Highlands, all our educators. Oh. Mary Kay, will you hold that? Very good. Thank you.
Come on, my turn.
Oh, I had all these notes. Oh, my goodness. Service to Youth Award. Our next Service to Youth Award this year, our Service to Youth Award goes to Amber Krieger. Amber, you join me? And those from the library, please join us. Amber is the Youth Department Director at Schaumburg Township District Library. Oh, there you are.
Here we go.
Where's the rest of the crowd?
I'm trying to get him up here.
Okay, crack the whip, let's go. Let me read this. Amber currently serves the Youth Department Director for Schaumburg Library. Recently, she was the recipient of the prestigious Davis Cup Award from the Illinois Library Association's ILA Youth Services Forum. The award recognized as an individual who has made outstanding contribution in library youth services. In her position at the Schaumburg Library, Amber is responsible for the development and delivery of services for children from birth through 19 years at the library's 3 locations in Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, and Hanover Park. Her innovative ideas have resulted in replacing the library's traditional summer reading program with a summer challenge, adding more play space to Kids Zone and providing interactive equipment that promotes motor skills and creativity. Additionally, she has developed local partnerships between the library, the businesses, and organizations to provide teens with leadership development opportunities. Amber has always been a shining example through her dedication to serving youth, her desire to develop the next generation of librarians, which touches my son-in-law's heart. I'm going to tell you. He and his PhD for library, whatever, oh my goodness. You know, been to every groundbreaking for a library. We got it in our blood. And your willingness to constantly volunteer her time and talents to the profession. Congratulations, Amber. Okay. This is one big love-in. Can I say that? Uh-oh.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
After Herb Porter's comment about shoes, I think I'm okay. Thanks, Herb. I need all the support I can get. Finally, our Citizen of the Year award. The next award is Citizen of the Year, and this year I am honored to be giving this award to a dear friend who has dedicated his time to Hanover Park community. Don Zerden. Don, would you come up? Lois, come on with him. Come on, Lois. Don has been a Hanover Park resident since 1966, when Irving Park was 2 lanes, a stop sign, and Lois chasing him down the street. When Raja said the average age here is 29, I saw Lois waving her hand. Yeah, hey! Don, in this past year, has done something remarkable. He reached out to me and he says, you know, Mayor, us car guys, right? Us car guys?
That's right.
Me and the boys would like the place to come and to, you know, just to chill out, bring our old cars, beautiful cars, okay? From the 50s, from the 60s. Don has a truck, what year, 50?
54.
54, beautiful. And so I said, Don, we can figure that out. That's not a problem. You know, we have businesses that would love to have the promotional capability. And Don says, I want no notoriety, nothing. I just want to run the show. So Don runs the show. So the first thing I said, Don, have you got a 501c3? Does anybody know what that is? Well, we got to have some funding source somewhere. So I don't know what that is, but I want to run the show. Okay, Don, we got to get, you know, we got to organize here a little bit. So I reached out to my VFW. VFW, what did they do? Unanimously, they said, Mr. Mayor, we'd happy to be a sponsor. And so the VFW and the guys with their old cars, for 6 months last year, every Saturday night, had a show, no problems, no issues. Guys came and they hung out, and they had their Cokes, and they had their straws, drinking whatever they drank. I know it was all legal.
And Lois's brownies.
And Lois's brownies, you beat me to the punch. Lois brought brownies, you know, and if you ask the first graders in Ontaриoville School, the mayor likes brownies, you know. So, you know, Lois knows the mayor likes brownies too. And so this has evolved into just a wonderful event. We got a number of sponsors, and it was able to support the insurance and the coverage, and wonderful outreach and support from the VFW. I couldn't have asked for more. It was beautiful. It's a special VFW, Post 5151, the Arnold Heath Post, that serves, I said earlier, you know, Streamwood, Bartlett, you know, Hanover Park and Hoffman Estates and parts of Schaumburg. Wonderful post, wonderful leadership. I couldn't ask for more. I'd love to contribute more time, but I'm a little overwhelmed myself. Don, I want to thank you.
Thank you very
bottom of my heart. I want you to know that the other day I sat down with the owner of the shopping center. It's a go, buddy.
Good.
We got another year. That means I got to go find some more money and buy some more insurance. But Don says, don't worry, the mayor's got it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Our Citizen of the Year, Don.
Thank you.
Let's do a photo. That was a hard secret to keep.
I bet it was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. One tab left. Closing comments. Read in first. make these announcements. First, one, if an award tonight, see Sue up front for the box to transport it safely home. Sue, stand up. Thank you, Sue, very much putting this all together. What a wonderful job Sue has done. And number two, you ready for this one? I don't know what you're thinking, Sue. If you look under your chair, there is a Hanover Park bookmark that you may take the flowers on your table home with you. If you have, oh well, look under your chair for a bookmark, and then beat each other up and take home the flowers. Thank you all very much. It was a wonderful evening. Thank you, staff.